Good morning, John Augustine back here again. Were you there when the crucified my Lord? Were you there when the crucified my Lord? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when the crucified my Lord? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when the stone was rolled away? Were you there when the stone was rolled away? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when the stone was rolled away? No, you weren't. Neither was anyone, except the soldiers guarding the tomb in case according to Caiaphas, that kind of clown. In case the apostles come to take Jesus away and make every rose from the dead. Did you ever hear such stupidity? But any so-called high priestess have such an attitude. And when the rock was moved away, guarding the tomb, the angels in heaven a noise. The soldiers got white as a sheet and ran like jackrabbits. And Caiaphas said to them, "What are you doing here? He is not guarding the tomb." Oh no, we were guarding the tomb, but the rock was moved away of its own accord from heaven, and a great noise come from it. We're not going back there, thank you very much. You can send somebody else if you want. But we're not. Oh, we better reward you then, says he. 20 pieces of silver. But we know all about it, don't we? Can't hide the truth. Yeah. And when Mary Magdalene and a few ladies, the ladies are great, going up to anoint Jesus in the tomb. And Mary went in, no sign of Jesus. I think she could see his clothes. And she came out crying. She says, "They've taken Jesus away and I don't know where they've put him. We want to go and try and bring him back. Where did they put him?" And the man that was there looked like a gardener, said, "Mary, Mary." She looked around with joy in her heart. It was Jesus. And he says, "Mary, go and tell the apostles what you saw." "No, certainly you went," says Mary. Off she went. And then the two disciples was on their way to Emmaus, about 6 miles from Jerusalem, as sad and as glum like as you could wish to see two fellas going along with faces as long as a wet week. Halfway wouldn't. A stranger joined them and he said, "What's wrong with you?" He's looking for you saw a ghost. And oh no, we didn't see any ghost. Did you not know what happened? Well, tell me. Jesus, our Saviour, after being crucified, we can't get over it. What are we going to do? So the stranger walked along with Rhoda and told them all about the scriptures and so on and so forth. And their mood lightened. They nearly started whistling, but they didn't want to. They wanted to hear everything that this man said and asked him an odd question. "What's this?" And so on. And on he went. Then it was getting dark. And he was going to say he was going to continue on. They said, "Hold on there. Come and join us. Have a bite to eat and stay the night and continue your journey in the morning." "All right," to say, "I will." Reason up with this getting late. And off he went with them up to their house. And at the breaking of the bread, when the meal was prepared, They recognised Jesus. Their smiles on their face was wide as yellow, and Jesus disappeared. They looked at one another. What did you make of that? Wasn't we, wasn't we delighted with what the stranger? Jesus, it was Jesus. Oh, fantastic. Well, do you know what? We're going to go back and tell the apostles. And back they went and told the apostles. Did the apostles believe them? Or maybe, but I'm afraid not. And when Jesus appeared to the apostles, he said, you didn't believe the messenger said, no, that was a bad mistake on your part. Don't make any more mistakes like that. No, so we won't just say, they'll need to see Jesus. And Thomas wasn't there. He was in the same boat. He wouldn't believe unless he could touch Jesus' wounds. So Thomas there a week or so later when Jesus appeared again, and Jesus said, put your hands here, Thomas. Thomas did. It wasn't he saying, my Lord, my God, the shame of his unbelief. And Jesus looked at him. You believe, Thomas, because you've seen. Blessed are those that haven't seen and yet believe. And that's Catholics down the centuries to the present day, and we believe. Yes, sorry. We don't question that unless we're monumental dopes of the first order. We say our prayers in the stations at the cross. We'll be saying that out in the sun house, keeping an eye on the porridge that are put out for the birds in case other crows or something comes along. It's not for the crows, it's for the small birds, the robins and chaffinches and bullfinches and all the rest, but they come around. Yeah. So there you are. There's a strong wind out there at the minute. I hope it diminishes it. There's heavy rain too. Look at the black sky. We'll be drowned. I hope I'm not drowned as I go out. Probably have to put on the cap, and then I hope that doesn't blow off my head. Life gets tedious, don't it? That'll be the time we do that this evening. That little ditty. You're familiar with it, I think, aren't you? I've done it before, I'll do it again. Bye now and enjoy the rest of your day as best you can. And sing a few hymns out of that. Don't be bashful. Bye now.